We've had donors who have supported us, and once the project ends, they stop. So how does it continue when resources stop flowing from abroad? The problems that we are solving are still there. I started PEFO in 2003. PEFO stands for Phoebe Education Fund for AIDS Orphans and Vulnerable Children. We support directly children to access education through paying school fees, supporting them with scholastic materials. We have supported over 10,000 kids to access education, both formal education but also vocational education. And over the years, we have heavily depended on donations from the Netherlands, from Canada and Europe. The approach has been write proposals, ask for help. So these resources, we don't expect them that they will always come. So we must have an alternative.
What they, I think, need more than just handouts is partnerships where people are willing to step up and say, okay, I will get involved. I will help you, not just with the initial funding, but also help you with our expertise. We learn from each other. You've built a solid foundation where you can have economic activity, be profitable, and take care of your own needs. That's what gives people more pride and more self-esteem as well. The first business that we set up together is Coconut Beach, which is a holiday resort on the edge of Lake Victoria. It's just a fantastic holiday destination. Our plan is, when we turn profitable, we split that profit 3 ways. So Justin gets a share, we recover a little bit, and the rest goes to PEFO, so that we have sustainable income and we build that foundation.
What we have here is a project on fish farming tilapia on the lake. One of the resources that we have, which is so huge, is Lake Victoria. The whole lake has been depleted of fish because of bad fishing methods. And people have been driven away from the lake because the government is saying stop using bad methods, but people want to survive. So what we are doing here, we want to show the community, show government that this is possible.
We are proud that we now have 14 cages in the water. We are producing fish. We've already harvested several times. We are teaching these people a new way of fishing. We have local people learning on the job. They get salaries every month, which sounds completely logical to us, but it's not always so common in these areas. When we got involved, it gave me so much energy because you can see practically you're making an impact. You're making it possible for them to be successful. And let's say that they've worked with us for maybe 2 years and they've learned the tricks of the trade and they're ready to strike out on their own. I don't consider them as competition, I consider them as successful. This is what we want.
These poles can be very expensive for the community. So we are doing research. Instead of using the pipes, we are using eucalyptus trees. And once that cage is successful, then it will be cheaper for the community because the trees are available. We make fish accessible so that the community are able to improve on the protein intake. So we want every household to at least to be able to afford fish.
The people in Uganda, the team we have on the ground, they are so passionate and they have so much energy and pride. They are so proud of what we're building there and the impact on the local community. And this is a give and take. So we learn from each other, but the combination really works. Because in the end, we respect that we are operating in Uganda, in their culture, in their environment, and they are open to hearing what we have to say. When the opportunity came to create our own primary school in a region that had no more school, because during the lockdown that school went bankrupt, and all of these children basically were robbed of a future. And early January of 22, we opened the doors. And that's just, it's hard to describe the feeling when you see for the first time all these kids happy with a new group of teachers and they are learning again, and it's a positive atmosphere.
The school is not completely free. We ask them, because however poor they are, they must do some contribution. They must feel that responsibility of parenting. So we have asked them to make a minimal contribution, and where they are complete orphans, we come in and support.
Within 2 years' time, if we manage to create a group of students that are 50-50, 50% are supported and aided by us to be in the school because they need it the most, they are orphans, etc. And the other 50% come because it's just the best school in the whole wide area, and you're happy to pay a little bit extra because this is the place to be. That will be a, phew, we're done, this worked. Profit is usually understood to be a dirty thing. I think it's a necessary thing. With the profit comes the freedom to do good things. We can set up so many projects, help so many people. Setting up a business model that allows them at some point to step back and say, and it doesn't fall apart. It keeps rolling. It's just we don't need to be involved anymore. The local people have control. It's able to sustain itself.
We have a saying that he who puts on a shoe knows where it pinches most. So the African problems, we have to solve them. Nobody is going to make Africa better. It is us. So I want to use the exposure, the knowledge, the things that I have seen abroad to bring them here. I want to add something to my country, make it better. And I can only do it when I'm here, when I'm living with the Ugandan people and supporting them.